Welcome Pixels, Simon from 25 Games is here. Before we start with this tutorial, I want to say something about our game production Kordex and this YouTube channel. You know that we are producing for you every week a new video tutorial and that we are creating our own game Kordex, which is funded by ourselves. And if you like our work and if you want to support us, then check out our Patreon channel. And yeah, I want to honor now our Patreons. Special thanks to Simon Seneda, David Heinzel, Melina Brunner, Robert Hartl, Reinhard Bauer and Maximilian Henle. Thank you so much for your support. But this is enough for now, let's head to our tutorial. And yeah, I want to start a little game in this tutorial series because while I was recording this video, I recognized that I say very often a little or a little bit. And I just want to count how often I will say this word in this part. But now let's start. Welcome back Pixels, my name is Simon Gangle and this is part 2 of my vegetation shroom tree tutorial. In my last episode I was creating this base mesh here of the tree trunk and those roots. And in the end of the video last time I told you that I want to connect those roots with the tree trunk. I will combine this. Then I will add some branches here and there. This tree has very less branches. And then I want to create a basic shroom. This shrew top here. I will unfold the UVs and will place it around the tree so that we have one or two, maybe two, for some variation. That we have two shrooms that we can place all over the tree so that we spare some texture space. But yeah, because this will be hand painted texture as well. Okay, then let's start now. So the first thing is I have here my roots and I wanna connect this and this root with my tree trunk. So this is pretty tricky because yeah, I will only connect the big roots. The tiny ones I will just stick them in there and keep this like this is here because yeah, this is not really useful to combine this with the tree trunk, but here I want to get a nice transition by the mesh as well, because I guess the character will be about this size, so pretty small, and you will see this in a good way. So what we can do to combine this? I am usually using a modifier. This is the boolean modifier, but I need to prepare the mesh a little bit before I will start with this one. I will select those bigger roots here and press Ctrl J, so that this is merged. They are one mesh now, even though when I just selecting this one, this is one mesh now. And I will go to edit mode and will start to I will start to add another edge ring, which I'm which is close to the tree trunk itself. So I want that this is very close to the tree trunk and it's not hitting the face or the surface of the tree trunk. And I will select now as well the tree trunk itself and making probably pretty the same. So with a little distance from the root, and we'll just create here an edge ring. I usually do this because I will show you later. So we can tidy up the mesh geometry as well a little bit here now. Just select the vertices and press J so you can connect this, or you can even though connect the first one, then where the line should get the next, and then this one. Though you have as well, you can make or create true edges at the same time. Okay, this is the first one. Then yeah, here we need to do the same as well. So I will just bring in some vertices here. So they are close to the edges from the roots where they will come to. And this is my reference, more or less. So yes, here I want as well some roots. Yeah, for sure we are creating many angles here right now, but I will tidy up everything when everything is merged. So this is the last one. Then I will come to this place. Here. And where we get next? Somewhere here, I guess. Yes. So first I'm using the knife. Oops. First I'm using the knife tool. Then I'm selecting the vertices and connect some vertices to get a little bit tidy up this mesh here. Yeah, now again I need to bring an edge ring here as well. Oh, sorry. This is a little bit disturbing my view, so I need to hide this for now, or just selecting the tree trunk and the root mesh and press the slash. So this is an isolated view as well, and the others are hidden. Knife tool, bring in the edges or the vertices. Yes, so we have this edge ring now, and this will be the last one. You don't have to do this. For sure, you can just use the modifier first and just connect the two meshes. But this is just my preference to do this before. Yes, very important is that the meshes are all closed. So yeah, for sure this tree trunk is closed, but you see that here we have still the face. We don't need this later, so I will delete those faces. And as well, we have inside of my tree trunk those faces, which can be deleted later as well. This is we can delete all faces which are not needed in game engine later, because yeah, the engine have to render it anyway, so when we delete them you can spare some performance as well. But yes, I go back to my standard view, and now I want to combine those meshes with each other, and I select at first the tree trunk. Then I go to modifier here and go to modifier and say boolean. So very important is, I want to the option that this is not an intersection, so I want to an union. To union a mesh with the other one. And I select with the pivot here my roots. And maybe you don't see anything right now. I will just hit apply. And when I select them, they're still not connected with the rest. But the thing is, this is now duplicated. So when I move this is duplicated, and this is one single mesh, and this is what should be my result. So I don't know why this is duplicated, but we can use it anyway, or we just delete it. We don't need this anymore. And when I go now to edit mode, you have to tidy up this here a little bit. And yeah, this is a little bit messy. So for sure, I want to tidy up this now. And this is the reason why I have here the edge ring and here as well. So this is a little bit easier to tidy up the mesh geometry, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Maybe you think this is not necessary, but I prefer it when we have several. So for example, here just connect this now and you get a better shading for this one. Or we don't need this one here. Just bring the vertices a little bit to the bottom and then everything is okay. Or this one here, we can as well bring them a little bit to a better position. Sorry, I know that I'm telling a little bit too often, a little bit. Yeah, this is maybe a word filler when I'm talking in English, because this is not my main language, you know. Yeah, basically this looks good. I am pretty happy with this one. Oh, I forgot the big root on the bottom. I have to do the same later. So tidy up a little. So tidy up the mesh geometry here, so that we don't have any n-guns here. An n-gun is a face with more than 4 sides. So for example, yeah, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a quad. This is a triangle. But the n-gun is, for example, when this is an n-gun. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is for game engines not good, so just care about to keep triangles or quads. Yes, I guess I will a little bit scale this. Yes, so we have a better transition, in my opinion. Here we have here the transition from the tree trunk to the root, and yes, basically this is okay. So now start to tidy up as well this geometry here. This is annoying as well. So this is a bad quad, so I will create a triangle from here. This one will go to this side. This will be as well. Where I should bring this one. So okay, this one, and so this as well, and this is looking good. You see that we have here as well an n-gun don't need this. Here is as well an angle. Remove this here as well. This is a bad quad. You see that we have some shading problems here. So I will make here as well a triangle. Yeah, we can for sure make here as well triangles. But for now, I keep it like this. Just select this as well and scale it up a little bit. And bring it yes, it's fine. So the last one, I will remove the other roots for now. So tidy up this vertices, combine this vertices and those here as well. I will, so you can create another vertex just by selecting a vertex. Then basically there would be an edge, but I will select the next one, and when you press J now, then you will create another vertex which is in the way of those two. This is sometimes as well very useful. Just a little information, a little one. So combine those, bring them to a good position. I will save it for now. You don't know when the program is crashing the next time. I will create here as well a triangle, and what I'm doing now is just moving and scaling them up, see that we get as well this transition. I don't like that we see the wire now, so probably, yeah, we have here again, and no, this is not an angle, but I don't like the shading. It is better this way. Here we have some hard edges. I can care about this as well a little bit later. Yes. So, and we have combined those vertices in a pretty solid way, I guess, I would say. For sure we can create some more triangles here and there. Oh, here and there, but I will bring the other roots back. And yeah, sadly I need to create here as well. I need to combine this as well. I forgot this, so I completely missed this one. It's a little bit boring that I missed this one, but okay. It isn't that bad. So, you know, just a little repeat of what I have shown you so far. So it's the first edge ring, then I will create here another edge ring which is a little bit more tricky because the geometry is not fitting to each other. So here, and where's this going? want to bring this to this position. I know this is now very weird, but it would work in the end. We need to tidy up this again. So again, we bring the boolean modifier with the union, and I will select this one and hit apply, delete this one, and this is already merged. Tidy up now in the geometry so that everything is fitting together again. We don't need this here at all. So what should we do? Probably something like this. Oopsie. This will go to this place. Yes. This looks now a little bit weird, I guess. We don't need this here anymore. Bring this together. This together. Oh. This together. Okay. So now we need to tidy up the endguns. We have one here and here, and don't like this here as well. Yeah, but you don't have to combine the roots with the tree trunk. You can just stick them together. It would be work as well. This is just a preference of mine to combine this. So yeah, don't feel free to ignore this step, but I personally like it when we get some nice transition between this one here and the roots. I want to make this now shades moving. W, so select all, W shades move, and you can control this. So go to this step here, or no, to this tab here, yeah, and press auto smooth, and then you can control the angle. So where should it be smooth in the end? So you can control if there should be a hard edge at a special angle. For example, yeah, I don't want to have this one, so I make this a little bit higher so that the hard edge will start a little bit later. But yes. Okay, so let's watch at our reference again, and I will start now with the branches, I guess. Or should let's finish this first. So important here is to remove the faces, and I will as well bring them all together to one mesh, and yeah, now I can modify them all together. Faces, this this, and this one, this one, this one, and basically I can start immediately to mark the seams. So Control E, and edge data mark seam. You can see it as well in the screencasts. Mark seam, and here as well. Bam. So this is as well okay now. And here I want to create or remove as well those faces which are not necessary anymore. Now I don't want to work with the boolean modifier anymore. I don't need closed faces or gaps, and now can delete all this faces which are not seen later in the engine. So this is hopefully okay. This is not completely sticked here, so I press double G and Alt, so I will slide along my edge till this vertex is inside of the mesh, and we can modify the vertex a little bit so to bring them closer to the other root, so I can optimize this a little bit here as well. For example, bring them a little bit in here. I can reduce a vertex here as well, and here we'll just bring them in here. Perfect. So this is good. Basically we can remove those faces here as well. But okay, now I want to I select the roots and the rest, the bigger part here, and merge them as well. And you can see now that there is as well this auto smooth angle, and when you want to smooth them you need to higher this a little bit to rise the number here. Yes, so back to the branches. We have only some branches, they are pretty less. I will model maybe just this one, this and this. I'm not sure if I will make this one. I can create as well an image plane for this here, but we will see. I will create now just a cube, a cylinder, and bring them to 6. This is pretty big, so make it smaller, and the depth as well. So rotate them. Okay. I don't will work now with the add-on because I'm happy with the result which I get here now. Okay. And try to get this shape here. Just try to rotate them as well a little bit. Yeah, basically it would be better by creating a curve as well, like I showed you in the last time. Now you see how messy it is a little bit. It is pretty hard to get a nice curve. And yeah, this is not so easy than it looks like when you want to create this by hand. Okay. So I guess I will add one last extrude and merge all the edges here at the center, and yeah, it's not the same shape exactly like this, but it should work as well. Okay, so this is one branch. How should I handle the rest of this here? Maybe move it a little bit up. So put this a little bit in. And so I can remove this face here. I will not merge those geometries with each other by wire. So I just will join the meshes so that they are one object, but they are not physically connected. So, okay. Bam. Shade smooth. Shade smooth. Okay. And we will have only one or two branches here and there, and maybe there will be as well a little stick from the shroom to the tree. And this is it basically. I will immediately start to create this shroom for now, because this is more important than the little details. I can create them later as well. So I will start now with the shroom hat or whatever this is. I personally, this is a So this is not as high than, for example, this one, I guess, but this is, the white is higher than this one. This is a little bit more like this shape, so pretty a high angle, and or a very low angle, and the other one is much more like this. So this is a wide angle, so this is a small angle and this is a wide angle, and I should probably made both shroom geometries. I will start with this one here, so I will place the 3D cursor here. So I will create an cylinder. I will raise the vertex count to 10. Radius will be a little bit bigger. Let's check this out. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Go to edit mode, and I will select the side and the top view and just delete them. So I just have the bottom, and let's so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. Yeah, this is the half, and here as well, and let's select them and bring them up a little bit. Select those edges as well and bring them as well up a little bit. So rotate set. So you see we have now a little round shape here on the bottom side, and this is for the shroom pretty nice in my opinion. So I will bring them up a little bit more. Okay, maybe, yep, and let's select them all and just extrude them. So like this probably. Looks good. So I want to check the back face coloring if yes, this is the correct side. And this is the inner side and this is the outer side. This is okay. So the next one, the next ring will be somewhere here probably. Then one another. Bam. And merge at center. Yep. So this is our little hat here. This can be inverted a little bit as well, and I will bring this upwards. So that we have this shroom cap here. So you see, I'm wondering if I should use another one just here, or is it better to make it like this? I personally prefer it like this. Yep. This is okay. But maybe a little bit smaller. And what else? The thing is, I wanted to reduce vertices, so merge at center, them here as well, merge at center, this here merge at center, and this here merge at center. So we only have 6 left. And with this one, I extrude this like this. So this is okay. This is our basic asset, and I can move it all over the tree now, I guess. And the only thing is, I'm thinking about a second one, which is probably a little bit different than this one here, so maybe a little bit higher, which is not that bright, with this white. So basically we can just scale it to set. This should be working as well. So we have a little bit higher one. Is this good? This could be more tight. Yes. So we have this one, this shape, and this shape. And I like both. So shade smooth, shade smooth. And this should be marked sharp, and this one here as well. Mark sharp. Okay. Is this now sharp or not? Yes, it's sharp. Mark sharp. Mark. Yeah. I want to mark this sharp. Control E. Mark sharp. So now we got it. Not so easy. Mark sharp. Yes. Okay, so, and probably I will just, or I will create as well a tiny version of this. So this is, it's not high poly, but yeah, we can surely reduce the vertices a little bit more. So I will create here another one, another cylinder, but this is, you see that this is too big, so maybe just this one. Vertices, I will do this with Was 8? Yeah, I will do this with 7. I'll reduce this for now, and I will J. Yeah. Oops. So I will just rise them a little bit, so not too much. Yeah, so that we have a slightly difference here and there. This is good. Now I'm selecting all the vertices here. And bring them up. One, two, and 3. Merge this at center. And only this one need to be done at least. So I for inverse. So I will only keep there one edge ring. So this should be fine, I guess. So this is the low poly version in the low poly, and this is the high poly in the low poly version. Shade smooth, and you see that when you're activating the wire, that there's a slightly difference here of this one and this one. So this is a shroom with 10, with an edge loop of 10 vertices, and this is one with 7. And for sure we don't have this ring here, we don't have those ring, and this here in the side. And I am pretty sure I wanna keep this one. This is as well nice, I guess. Yes. So and it is pretty. I want to show you one little thing. Little. I should add a counter in the beginning. I will add a counter in the beginning. This will be a fun video. So, and I want to show you a trick now. We have those 3 base meshes, and the next step would be basically to create a UV of this, unwrap this a little bit, and unwrap this, and you don't have to add the texture for now, but the UVs should be in the end at the correct place, so that you don't need to move the UVs of every single shroom cup. But there is an alternative. The ordinary way is to duplicate this cup is Shift D to duplicate an object. So this object is now a duplicate of this one, but you can remove it, for example, like this. The second option is to press Alt D. So this is as well a duplicate of this mesh, but this is an instance. The instance is a duplicate which is still connected to the origin mesh. So for example, when we go here to edit mode, we go as well in edit mode at this object. When I press now, or when I select now this edge ring, then this edge ring is as well selected. And when I move this edge now, the other mesh is as well influenced by this doing. So this is pretty tough. So when I duplicate this again and again and again and again, and I just want to add here something, then every single duplicated instance is as well influenced by my doing. And this is very useful for what I want to do here. So for example, I can delete them all now, and I will place them here as my sandbox, so I can use all of them. And the good thing is now I can place them at the correct position for now and can create the UV layout later. So this is very useful for before texturing. I can place now every single shroom cup and do the UV layout later, because I will do them for every single shroom cup, and this is very helpful. The only thing is you need to unlink the instance later, so that you don't have any problems when you merge and combine them all to one single object. But I will show this in my next episode. The rest of this video I will just place my shrooms around my tree and try to make it beautiful. So have fun at watching the time lapse. Okay guys, I placed now all the cups around my tree trunk, and basically we got the same shape than my concept. At some points we need to change the position a little bit because it wasn't realistic to place it exactly in this, so I don't want that the cups connect each other too hard, so I want to have a slightly distance between each other. So this is now a little bit different. So here I added another one and here as well, because I wanted to give it a little bit more detail. And yeah, this is now all just the basic mesh, and we need to adjust the connection part here in the next episode, or as well here. But for now, these are all instances of each other, you see. And I need to create first the UV layout before I will continue to connect it all with the rest of this. So I will start the next time with the texture and start hand paint that in Blender or in Photoshop. So it's which program I will need for some reasons. So I hope that you have learned something in this episode. If you like this tutorial, please give us a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't miss any tutorial and want to have some weekly information about Kordex, subscribe to our newsletter. You can support us very much if you become one of our patrons. If you're interested to be part of the Kordex universe, check the link out in the description below. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you the next time and have a nice day. It's your Simon.